By the late 1830s, Britain was smuggling over 1,200 tons of opium into China every year. Silver was flowing out. Families were falling apart. In 1839, Lin Zexu arrived in Canton with a mission: stop the opium flood without starting a war.
Lin Zexu even addressed Queen Victoria directly. Lin argued that since Britain banned opium at home, it was immoral to sell it abroad. China gave Britain tea, porcelain, and silk, treasures of culture, yet Britain returned poison. And the opium wasn't even British, it came from India, pulled from colonial soil. It was a moral plea, a call for balance, a warning. Since you do not permit opium to harm your own country, you should certainly not permit it to harm others. Lin Zexu, in a letter to Queen Victoria, 1839, before the First Opium War. Lin Zexu, a high-ranking Chinese official, wrote this impassioned letter pleading with Britain to stop the opium trade that was devastating China. His words went unanswered. Later printed in the London Times, heard but never answered. Months later, British warships arrived, triggering a conflict that would change the course of history. So Lin Zexu took action. He seized roughly 20,000 chests, about 2.6 million pounds. Lin didn't just throw it away, he staged a national purge, mixing the opium with lime and seawater so it was chemically destroyed beyond recovery. It wasn't disposal, it was a moral cleansing. A message to Britain and to China: we will not be poisoned.
But to the British Empire, this wasn't a crime. It was an insult. The British called it an attack on free trade. But for China, it was self-defense. The British response: warships and war.
Because Britain wasn't just selling drugs, they were selling dominance. When their profits went up in smoke, they answered with cannons.
The message from China was clear: we will not be your addicts. But Britain was ready for war.
And so it began. The First Opium War. China was outgunned, outmaneuvered, and out of time.